got two stories here. One of them is Cori Bush spent $500,000, or for you liberals out there, $500,000 ducats, for in-campaign cash on security while calling to defund the police. She vehemently has been calling for defund the police, and I've done many videos on her. She's a hypocrite. We all know that. Liberals are hypocrites. They're just the worst people in the world, and I don't need to tell you that. You know. What I do find funny is that she needs to spend $500,000 on private security, but most of the people in her district can't afford private security and are reeling from, you guessed it, the defund the police movement. I just find that funny, where you have this disgusting human being, this trash bag of a human soul right here, who is out there saying we need to get rid of police. Well, where she goes out and spends $500,000 on her own private security, while you out there languishing away in the dumpster fire that are blue cities and blue states. Can't really do that. Can't even own a gun sometimes because of certain laws in some of these states. Luckily, it's Missouri, and it is run by a governor, red governor. So, you can own a gun, but not in New York. Or I would say New York City. New York State's a little different. So you got that story. I don't need to get into it. It's hypocrisy at its finest. Do as I say, not as I do. Let's get rid of the police, but I need all the security. The security apparatus around me, ring fencing. I need that. But for you out there, no. You in the hood, in the urban areas, no. You're hosed. So, tough luck, huh? But vote for me. Vote for blue because, yeah. You see where voting blue gets you. It's you get disgusting scumbags like Cori Bush out there representing you. No, she represents only the people who vote for her, but as soon as that happens and she gets back into office, you're a distant fucking memory. And this story right here, I've talked about this woman ad nauseum, but the Defund the Police councilwoman begs Seattle police for protection after poop thrown at her house. She should be so lucky. See, she doesn't understand how to garden. She should take said feces and apply it to her, community garden or whatever, because that'll promote growth, right? No, you see, no one should be throwing poop at people's homes. Even as a protest, you probably shouldn't do it. But I get it. But we don't know who did it. But you could lay blame at the one or two conservatives or Republicans that are left in Seattle that actually may have done it. Not likely. It's most likely it's more the crazy leftists out there that will actually do something like this. So, Kshama Sawant, the Seattle council member who led the charge to defund the police department, is now requesting police to protect her home in response to repeated scatological vandalism. Fecological scandalism. Sources told the Post Millennial that over the past month, someone's been throwing human feces at the Marxist council member's home. According to the source, the Seattle Police Department responded and took a report, and the council member is now requesting This is great. You defund the police. There's not as many police as are around anymore. Now you want a finite, smaller resource of police to patrol presence monitoring her place from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Okay. Yeah. I don't see any... what do the cool cats say? Oh, yeah, hypocrisy in this. No, not at all. No. You see, they're Kshama Sawant. You should provide your own money for private security if you're so concerned about that. Matter of fact, if you don't want feces thrown at your home, how about you do your goddamn job and represent everybody in Seattle, not just, all your left-wing lunatics out there. It says this is not the first time the radical council member has asked for the police protection. In December 2020, following the riots at Rock the City in the wake of the death of George Floyd Monster, Sawant demanded police protection in response to threats. However, it was later revealed that someone had used the threats for publicity before contacting the Seattle police. And there you go, folks. Crying wolf. That's exactly what the hell this is. Sawant was one of the most vocal members of the Defund the Police movement in Seattle, which led to hundreds of police officers leaving the force. Following the defunding movement, crime skyrocketed, and the city was on track to beat last year's record high of number of homicides. Rapes and assaults have also spiked. 9/11 response times have steadily climbed, and many residents reported being placed on hold. Guys, gals out there, get the hell out of the cities. You need to get the hell out of the cities. Now, for you left-wing lunatics, I dare say you need to stay. You need to stay where you're wanted. Don't move to a red state and continue into voting stupidly, in my opinion, because that's what you'll do. You'll just make your problems that you had in Seattle and you just move them to like Idaho. You don't want to do that. Or you kind of want to do that, but you see where this is going, right? All you're doing is moving your problems to another area. So you're like a virus where you destroy the host and then you go to another area to destroy that host. Yes, out there in Lazo land, I am calling leftists and liberals and commies and socialists viruses because that is what they are. You infect the host, you destroy the host, and then you find a new host to wreck with your stupid policies and your stupid voting habits.